Welcome back to another Trade Alts technical analysis, and in this video I'm going to be going over some altcoin charts that were requested by some of my Discord members, and I'm also going to wrap up that giveaway from last week's live stream. There was a few issues with that yesterday, but I'm going to go ahead and redo the entire thing. So I'm going to give away even more money than I anticipated on giving away, but I want to make sure it's done correctly. So that being said, let's get to the charts. All right, so I'm going to start off with the analysis portion of it. The giveaway I will do at the end, just like I did last time. But I'm going to be very clear about the giveaway because I will really want to wrap this up, and I want to make sure that obviously it's done how I originally intended on doing it. I already gave away $25 in Bitcoin to 4 different people, but since not everybody's comments were represented in the video, I am going to give away another 4 people $25 in Bitcoin. And I did also promise that I was going to give away a free month subscription to 3 commas, but I already gave away all of the 3 commas codes that I had. So I'm actually going to give away $50 in Bitcoin to a to a 5th person. So that you could use to get, if you want to add to your pro subscription, or if you, whatever you want to do with that, but $50 in Bitcoin, or you buy whatever you want. That's probably, I'd probably, to be honest, I don't know, I'd probably rather have the Bitcoin. But that being said, let's go ahead and get started with the chart. So this is EGLD. This is just a real quick update from yesterday's video. And we got the move that we were looking for pretty much. EGLD looked great yesterday. It still looks really nice here. But you're running up against your R4 monthly pivot resistance here. So let me make sure this is monthly. Yes, it is. So we were at kind of the R3. We just were pushing through it when I did the video. And the next resistance that I had highlighted was the R4 monthly pivot. You can see we are stopped right there. So the daily closed right before your pivot, and you are sitting kind of, I don't want to say struggling, but you can see you're literally right below this pivot resistance. So this is kind of the next area that I would be keeping tabs on. Obviously, this looks very bullish. This is this is a great looking chart. And I would imagine as long as the market remains strong, Bitcoin continues to look good, which I think Bitcoin in itself looks pretty good right here. And I am looking for some volatility this week. I think that Bitcoin is I'm looking for it to take the move this week. So we'll see how that plays out. With that being said, EGLD looks great. If it can clear this R4 pivot here, I'm looking for the R5, which is around $262, $263, something like that. So that's something to keep an eye on, but it looks good here. Real quick follow-up. Solana, this one I got wrong. This is one that I got wrong. We made another new all-time high today. Current candle today. I was looking for this to pull back a bit deeper here, and we didn't quite get that. So when I did the video yesterday, things were looking, I don't want to say it was looking weak because that's not kind of an accurate description, but it was looking like I was going to get this pullback to hopefully around this day level. Would have been a nice opportunity. Sitting at your R1 pivot, you have your 2 dailies here. I really like the angulation on your Tenkin and your Kijun right here. This looks really good. But obviously, you made another new all-time high, and Solana continues to remain strong. Another upside target, again, your monthly pivots, R3 monthly pivot sitting around 31, 32 bucks, something like that. So that's looking good. Didn't quite get the deeper retracement I was looking for, but this is one, I own a fair amount of. I'm happy to see this price action, obviously. But if it does, if it does kind of turn around here this week for some reason, I would be still looking in this general area. I think it'd be a nice opportunity. All right. So YFI, I haven't looked at YFI in a while. So I did look at the chart today, but this is one that I have not traded in a little bit. So I kind of went through this phase. Early on, I was trading YFI quite a bit, and then I took some time off from it. I don't know, I traded it incredibly well. I was very happy with that. And then, traded it for a little while again. Now, another break for me from YFI for whatever reason. But I did take a look at the chart earlier today. But just real quickly, just to draw the levels out for the video. That way I didn't have to spend all the time doing it. But as we stand, let me turn off Ichimoku just for a second. As we stand, this day level coming up big time right here. You can see really nice resistance area. That's around 47,150. Really nice resistance so far. Came right up to your R2 monthly pivot. Look at that, right? So nice resistance here. Love to see the respect. This weekly level. So let me delete a few things, just kind of clean it up. But this weekly level right here came into play again, right? Came up to your daily, wicked up to your R2 monthly pivot. Then you get your pullback right to your weekly. It was a nice opportunity. If you were, you know, for like an intraday trade, scalp trade, 8.5%, nothing crazy, but nice bounce there. I would look for this kind of level, you know, this level of interest to me around your weekly R1 pivot. Now I'm gonna turn Ichimoku back on. So, you know, come back for a bounce down here. But really, I think if you got an opportunity to kind of, if YFI for whatever reason came back a little bit deeper, it could be a nice trade. You know, as far as like where we currently sit right here, this is, you know, there's really nothing going on for me to want to jump in and trade this right now. You know, I could like pull some levels here, some value area levels by chance. I guess I will. Why not? We're here. Zoom out a bit. That would be the whole thing here. I guess really what I'm interested in, I mean, there's kind of two different areas where I would look to pull this, but I'll just start to see kind of what, yeah, so if I use this pull, your value area high lining up right around this kind of this general area, I kind of like that. So this is the value area high. I will just mark it off for you of this price action that I just pulled. That's your value area high. I like where it sits. This is kind of, I was kind of eyeballing this between your R1 monthly pivot and your weekly level. If you did kind of get a move down here, ideally kind of what I was looking for is I was liking to see some kind of confluence around here. The thing that I like right now is that, you know, tomorrow, over the next 1 to 2 days, you're going to be getting this bearish TK cross above cloud. Really good. That's usually a really nice indicator for higher prices. So, you know, this is very likely, it's going to confirm probably in the next, you know, probably tomorrow, next day or two. This is going to confirm, and we'll kind of see where price is, come back and revisit this. But, you know, if it does dip down a little bit more, it could be a nice entry for those of you who are, you know, intraday trades or whatnot. The only thing is, as far as like where your stop would be, you know, I guess if you lost value area high, that's probably when I would exit my long. So like I wouldn't have like a hard stop set. And this is kind of like a little bit more advanced type trading, I would say. I wouldn't have a hard stop loss set, but if you were looking like you were losing this value area high, then obviously price could come down. I'd probably exit that trade. But, you know, bullish TK cross, almost there. Looks like it's in play. Everything else looks pretty good. Obviously, if you're able to clear this day level, then, you know, I would guess about 55,000, kind of next level up. But Wi-Fi looks pretty good. It's just, you know, the thing about it is, you know, do we get a little bit deeper pullback? Do we just end up pushing up through, or do we form a little bit of a range here? Kind of as it sits right here and now, I don't, you know, there's nothing for me. But if it does pull back a little bit deeper, give a little bit, you know, give an opportunity for an entry there, I'd consider taking it. That's just me though. XLM, this was another Discord request. So was YFI. So I do want to go over that, but, and this is the reason why I'm using this, I hate these charts, by the way, but it's calculated by TradingView. So it's stellar versus US dollar, a lot of crazy wicks. This is what the chart actually looks like. It's a lot cleaner. You see there's a lot less wicks, I guess you could say. This is the tether chart, but the reason why I'm not using this is because it doesn't have the price action that the other chart does. I should say the price action history. So there's a longer history, so you can actually catch these moves. I would say these moves, but you catch your previous levels, you know, your previous all-time highs, that we are able to pull some of these levels that I would not have been able to pull using this chart. You see, like all of that price action back here is all missing. You turn this off. So again, going to see where you're at and go back to this chart, and you can see you get all of your historical price action. So that's why I'm using this chart. Although it's not as clean as I would like it to be, but it is what it is. But I mean, geez, just from looking at this view, you see this old weekly from 2018 comes into play, and look at this. Basically a perfect test. I mean, that's like really, like, I like the respect here on this level. And again, this level, this weekly is from 2018. So very important level. Another thing that I like to do, obviously, like if you look at this from a weekly perspective, you know, you had, let's see, December 2018 all the way to November 2020. I mean, you guys had 2 years of sideways accumulation type price action. I mean, literally 2 years of this before you're finally getting your move up. Obviously, like the market overall is pretty bullish, so it's not surprising or anything like that. But you know, this could definitely go. And I will be taking a look at the Bitcoin chart just for a second, just to kind of show you a comparison. But again, 2018 weekly level, very well respected so far. You know, if you got an opportunity to come back to this, you know, maybe back test this monthly, could be a pretty nice opportunity. Maybe even this day level. I will go down to lower time frames here in a second. But one thing that I do like to do too is pull fib. I haven't done this yet. But literally from your all-time high, right? Pull your fibs left to right. Anybody who does it right to left, just stop following them. Look at your golden pocket. So this is another thing. Wow, look at this. Really, really like this quite a bit. Look at that. So your golden pocket lining up right with your weekly. Nice rejection off of there so far. But, you know, we'll have to see kind of where it goes from here. You know, do you get an opportunity to come back down to this monthly? You know, I'll look at this on a lower time frame. But so far, nice rejection. You know, ideally right where you would hope to see it. I'm curious if any other pivots line up there by chance. Let me see. I have to go on to a daily. Yeah, well, I mean, your R4 pivot's pretty much right there. This is a nice, like, this is where you'll see me draw boxes, right? So a lot of times you'll see me draw something like this. And I probably would have drawn, you know, to include the entire, you know, I would have drawn something like this. And the reason why I like to do this is just to give you an idea of like where the resistance zones are going to be, right? But this is a very nice example of, you know, you have some confluences coming into play. You have the weekly from 2018. You have your macro golden pocket. You have your R4 monthly pivot. I mean, there's like quite a bit of things lining up in this general region to tell you that, you know, this is a nice area to take profit if you're on long, or, you know, just, it's just a nice area to be aware of. That being said, obviously, like you clear this zone, you know, I'll pull back to a weekly. You pull this zone. I mean, here's your fibs. 786, 886. You have a daily up here. So if you are able to clear this resistance zone, I mean, really the last meaningful level that you have on this USD chart is about 90 cents. So that's the final, I'm gonna say it's the final boss, but it's the final like meaningful level really. And then, yeah, you have this crazy, you know, your all-time high wick here, but it's really this daily level. It's kind of the last one that is coming, that hasn't been touched since, you know, 2018. Really crazy though, really nice. So that's stellar. I'm gonna go down on a lower time frame. And again, like if you want to, you know, if for those of you who are learning technical analysis, if you're in Discord, you can, you know, feel free to copy these levels if you would like to. But I would probably put them on this USDT chart. Again, I can't populate all of these because it doesn't have the prior history. But I would, you know, they're likely to be respected still. So even if you put them on this chart, because it's a lot cleaner. But let's go down to a daily, see what we see. Turn off my pivots. Clean it up just a little bit. See if this helps me out at all. So where does things line up? Kind of where are we at now? So we got our kind of rejection off of where, you know, this is a really nice area. Let me see, you're bullishly crossed here. This is a fresh bullish TK cross above cloud. That's nice to see. You know, you can see though, like you have kind of some big moves followed by some big retracements, and that's something that Stellar, like when I think about Stellar, like it's not surprising. Like it's I mean, I used to trade it quite a bit. I haven't traded it in a while, but look at this. I mean, big pump, you get a pretty deep retrace. I mean, this is a very deep retrace. You get your pump, retrace, pump, pretty decent retrace. You know, if you were to measure this out from top to bottom, that's a 55% retrace in a span of a couple of days. I guess I should do this on the USDT chart. Because again, that other one is really, you see like the difference in the wicks, right? So that's just how they calculate it. I'm not sure, but like this is, I know works. So 48, you know, 49% in the span of, it looks like 5 days. I mean, that's ugly, you know? So like, you got to be real careful. And like, same with this one, look at this. So you know, you get your pump 50, you know, 48, 50% retrace here. Same thing here. You get your pump 52% retrace. And these are in a span of, you know, this took a few weeks, obviously. This one took 5 days or whatever. And then you have this one up here, another pump up, really nice one, followed by, you know, another 48% move to the downside over the course of a week, a little over a week or so. Like that's what you have to be careful about. So yes, we look good here. You know, you made another high, right? So this is, you know, made your high, low, higher low, higher high. You know, you could come back down and make another higher low somewhere here. Like if you take previous price action, you know, we've been seeing 48 to 50% moves. I mean, look, like that puts you back around this previous low. You know, currently, if this is your high, like that puts you back all the way down here. So is it going to happen? I don't know, to be honest with you, but it's something to be careful about. Like you look at this, just this history, and there's multiple instances since November, you know, so the last 6 months of trading or so, where you get these really nasty down pullbacks. So be very careful with XLM. That's what I'll say. Very like kind of pump. I don't want to say a dump because I mean like over, you know, it's not pump and dump necessarily, but it's, you get some nasty pullbacks. So be very careful. But that being said, you know, if the overall market continues to look good, XLM has another, you know, 40, 50% pullback, something like that. It could be, you know, if history is any indication, could be another nice opportunity to pick some up there. So maybe set some alerts. But, you know, kind of where we're sitting here, nice resistance zone. You saw it was the macro, you know, go back to this chart. It was your macro golden pocket, 2018 weekly, really nice resistance area. So we'll kind of have to see how this progresses. You have your support levels below here. I'll kind of zoom in for you, but you have your support levels below. You have your monthly level. Come back in for a back test. Wouldn't be anything crazy. See if any fibs line up. 2 different fibs already that I can see that I would like to pull. So this one, you know, doesn't really line up as well as I'd like. Just curious, 40%. Man, that is deep. That would be nasty if that happened again. That would wreck a lot of people. So I don't really see anything that lines up, like fib-wise, lines up like super nice. So this is kind of where, the reason why I took it from here, this is your swing low. This is where things got like really impulsive, you know. Another place that you can take a fib pull is from this actual low here, because this is the swing low of this, you know, this price action. Like this is your low. So you can pull this out, start from here. And look how perfect this lines up. That's kind of funny, right? So like this is your swing low of this piece of price action. So this, you know, starting here is absolutely, you know, one of the pulls to take a look at. But your 382 lining up right with your monthly. So I like that confluence quite a bit. Could be, you know, if this happens over the next few days and you get your daily Tenkin, so this blue line here, if this kind of floats up like this, like it's looking like it's going to, could be a nice opportunity. I mean, you have your monthly level, you have your 382 fib. You would hopefully have your Tenkin sitting right up here, which could be another nice support area. I mean, this could be a nice, you know, this could be a nice trade for sure. Right now, your Kijin sitting right on your daily, which is also your 0.5, and I'll explain this in Ichimoku why this happens quite a bit, but that's for, I'm going to save that for the actual Ichimoku technical analysis module. But I like how things are lining up on this pool. And then obviously your golden pocket is sitting way down here. But the kind of like the first line of immediate support that I see is right here around, again, your monthly, your 382. And over the next, few days, it's looking like your blue line, your Tenkin, is going to be floating up to meet right around this monthly. So this could be a nice opportunity. Definitely something to pay attention to over the next couple of days. But I think this is very strong resistance. Now, if you come back up and tap it again, I don't know, maybe you push through. But there's your weekly level. It's kind of bad because I'm using yellow for both. So hopefully you're able to see that okay. The weekly line's yellow and the golden pocket's yellow. But this is your major resistance, and this is your kind of your closest support that you have, in my opinion. If you're looking at a daily time frame, definitely something to keep an eye on, but could be a nice opportunity. So to kind of wrap up the technical analysis piece of this today, I do want to show you this. So this is the XLM, or the Stellar versus Bitcoin chart. So here's the thing. If you're trading against USD or Tether, and your sole purpose in life is to make more dollars, right? Trade the Tether pair, trade the USDT pair, not a big deal, And again, whatever, like, you'll find kind of like whatever you're good at trading, or whatever's easiest for you to trade, that's where you should be, right? Like whatever works is a game. We're about making money. It's whatever works for you. But for those of you long-term players, long-term investors, right? Take a look at this chart. You see a difference between, so this is Stellar versus Bitcoin. Same, 2017 all the way to current, your current candle here. So I'm going to go back to the USD. Do you see a difference? Right? You got your still long accumulation. You get a really nice move up. You're made it back to your golden pocket. This is a nice chart, by the way. I really like how these levels are lining up. When you go to your Bitcoin pairing, what do you see? Same thing, but you haven't, versus Bitcoin, Stellar's got absolutely destroyed. Like, this is a hideous chart. Now if you go on lower time frames, I'll tell you right now, if Stellar's able to reclaim 1100, 1150 sats, something like that, I mean, look, like, you got some room to run. So I will give it that. Like, this chart, this chart overall looks disgusting, but is it going to bounce? Like, is Stellar going to put in a legitimate run against Bitcoin? It could, like, it has, like, it doesn't look, if you actually zoom in, it doesn't look too bad. But the point I'm trying to make is that if you're playing this, for the long haul, and you're trying to figure out, should I own Bitcoin? Should I own, altcoins, whatever it is? Really make sure that you're taking a look at the Bitcoin pairings as well, because this tells you right here that Bitcoin has severely outperformed Stellar, and it's not even remotely close. So that's kind of what, like, looking at charts like this will give you that information as well. Like, how well are your altcoins actually doing? And I'll tell you, it's not good. It's not good. But if you're trading USD, that's all you care about, and you're, hey, by all means, trade the USD chart and make your money. So that's all I kind of have to say. But for those of you who are getting into technical analysis, kind of learn to trade. And you can see, for those of you who are in the trading bots too, for everybody who's asking me in Discord, can I trade BTC pairs? You're looking at one of the reasons why I say to be careful. Because if you're trading Bitcoin pairs, you see this kind of price action, I'm just saying, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this, I would say it would be nice if you had a bit of technical analysis experience and be able to kind of like help yourself along. Because in my opinion, like, trading versus Bitcoin, when you're dealing strictly with the trading bots, it's much easier just to trade the dollar pairing, because it's more likely to follow whatever the overall market is doing, if that makes sense. You take out kind of one of the variables. So that's why I say what I say. But this is the end of the technical analysis. I'm going to move on to finalize the giveaway that has been kind of a mess since I announced it last week, but we're going to make it right today. We're going to do it the right way. So if you are here just for the analysis and you're not worried about the Bitcoin, you can exit now. And thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. But for those of you who want to see the drawing results, we're going to move on to that right now. All right, so we're here on Comment Picker, where I'm going to put in my video's URL, and it's supposed to pull up my comments. So again, here's the video URL that we're going to do. And by the way, so YouTube, they're not listening, but I'm just saying, if you happen to be listening, can we please make this a little bit easier? Because I don't know why I should have to sort by. So this was the issue with not being able to see the comments. And I have a creator dashboard, and it didn't show me those comments either. So I didn't see any reason for me to wonder, like, to think maybe there's other comments out there. You know what I mean? Like, it was the same for both my creator dashboard and on my video. So when I looked at it myself, so I didn't think that there was any issue with that. But basically, I needed to go to newest first. So thanks. There was a couple people who actually messaged me and told me this. And also, if you had a SegWit address, it was, I guess YouTube was deleting. Like, I guess I had people that were commenting, and they were, commenting their address, and YouTube would automatically delete their comment within a couple of hours or something strange like that. I have no idea what's up with that. But I guess I have to go to sort by and then view, newest comments first, and then it's able to pull up everybody's stuff. Yeah, so here you go. So this is how I know it's working now, because I see everybody's comments. There we go. So I'm going to take the URL, move over here to the comment picker. I'm going to put in there it is. So that's the video URL. I'm going to filter out duplicate users, because that would kind of be cheating if people, did it more than once. I am going to include replies to comments, because there were some people that were commenting to me, asking me if this was the correct place for them to put their YouTube comment. So I'm just going to put that there. Let me get comments. Hopefully this works. Okay, that looks about right. So now I think I just click start. By the way, so before I do this, so I gave away $100 in Bitcoin yesterday when I did the video. I gave away $75. So I gave away $25 to 3 different people. And then for somebody who was helpful and let me know about the comment, I just went ahead and made them the 4th winner. So initially, my goal was to give away $25 in Bitcoin to 4 different people and give away a free month of pro subscription tier from 3 commas. So I actually gave out the subscription tier for 3 commas already to one of the Discord members, but I'm going to give away $50 in Bitcoin to that person. So again, you can pick and choose what you want to do with that. You can either buy, you could either get that, if you buy the annual plan, you can add that extra month onto your plan, or you can just keep the $50 in Bitcoin. Me personally, I'd probably rather just keep the $50. But anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start this over completely. So for those of you who won yesterday, congratulations, but I'm going to try to be as fair as I can, and I'm going to do this all over again. So I'm going to end up giving away a lot more Bitcoin than I originally was intending, but I want to make sure that things are correct and that everything is kind of out in the open. But if you did win yesterday, you're still eligible to win today. So I'll make that clear. Like, if your comment pops up here, I'm going to send you more money. So, and by the way, who knew it would be this difficult to give money away? Seriously. So here we go. Let's click start. Please work. Lindsay Baker. Oh, one of these comments. I have no idea what these are. Well, you didn't leave your address, and I see these comments. If somebody knows what this is this like spam? I don't know what this is, but somebody could tell me. I would appreciate it, because I don't want to like click on the link. But if you know what this is and it's something that's not spam, please tell me. So we got to pick another winner. Come on, please have an address. Oh my goodness. Well, same here from South Africa. Welcome, but please, you didn't leave your address here, so we're going to have to pick another winner. Man, I hope this doesn't take all night. Come on, baby. Oh my goodness, Lindsay again. What is going on? Trade alts. Oh my god. So this is like that spam that's been going on. We're not off to a good start here. Come on. That's that spam account that's trying to steady hands. Thank you so much for your insight and analysis. Well, I appreciate that comment, but again, no address. Oh my goodness. Come on, baby. Alex, looking forward to the Ichimoku series. No comment. I am too, though. Oh man, this might take a while. Skyline, here we go. Good broadcast. There it is. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's one. So Skyline. So I'm going to put a note here. All right, so let's pick another one. So what I'm going to do is pick all the winners and then I'm going to send it all. Okay. So Skyline won $25 Bitcoin. Come on, baby. Trade alts. Oh god, that's me. See, I should have included that. Jonas, winner. Here is your address. Let me make sure I copy this correctly. So Jonas, you will win $25 in Bitcoin. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to post, I'm going to close the video and then send this after. That way you don't have to sit here and watch me try to like send it to everybody, but I will send it to you immediately as soon as I finish the video. That way I don't make it an hour long. So Jonas and Skyline so far, 2 winners. Tom Craven, I second this and thanks for giving me a new hobby. Well, you're welcome, Tom. Please. Too bad you don't have your address here. You would have won. Mysterious comment. Thanks. Great content as usual. I appreciate that very much. And we have an address. Again, let me make sure I get the whole thing. So Mysterious, you just won $25 in Bitcoin. Let me make sure I write this down. All right. So we got 3 out of the 5. So this next one that I'm going to pick is going to be the final $25 winner. Come on, baby. Oh, I already picked myself. Come on. Nice. Okay, good. Stray Portal. Thanks for the vid, TA. Can't thank you enough. You are absolutely welcome. And you are awesome. Left me your Bitcoin address here so I can send you some free money. Let me write your name down here and your address. Now, this last winner is going to be for the $50 Bitcoin. So whoever gets this that last one is going to win $50 in Bitcoin. Go. Boom, Richard Archbold. Well, Richard, congratulations. You just won the last prize of the day. I'm going to send you $50 in Bitcoin. Oh, hold on 1 second. All right. So I got all 5 of my winners now. I'm going to work on sending you the prize right now. So you should get this. You should get this right away. Like as soon as this video posts, it should already be done. And if you're in Discord, pop over and say hello. Make sure that you got it. But I will have the confirmations obviously done. So I changed my mind. I figured you might as well be as transparent as you possibly can. That way everybody sees it got sent. So I'm going to actually just do it real quick. I'm going to send people their Bitcoin right now. That way you can see that it got done. So we're going to start off with Skyline. I have a notepad open over here. That way I have everybody's information. So that is Skyline's Bitcoin address, $25 USD, and this network fee. To give away $25, I got to pay $12. That's all good. So let me just double check, make sure I got everything. So this is going to Skyline. I'm going to send you my Bitcoin, and I had to, just for speed purposes, I'm going to just copy Oh, don't. Really? You're not going to let me copy and paste? Well, I guess that's fine. Oh my goodness, hold on. It's just going to take forever. All right. So I'm sending Skyline, your Bitcoin is sent to you. Here's your transaction hash in case you are curious. So this is being sent to Skyline right now. Let's send another one. So we're going to do Jonas next. Jonas was our second winner. There's your Bitcoin address. I'm going to send you $25 in Bitcoin. Let me just double check. It's good. There we go. Jonas, your 25 bucks is sent to you. Now we're going to do Mysterious, who is our third winner. Make sure that's right. Looks good. $25 in Bitcoin. By the way, for if anybody's still watching this, I really hope you're not, for your sake. This is probably really boring. But anyway, so Mysterious, there you go. There is your Bitcoin on its way to you right now. And the last $25 winner is Stray Portal. There's your address. Make sure that's correct. Okay, 25 bucks. Going to you. There we go. Success. So there's your transaction hash on its way to you. And the final winner, 50 bucks in Bitcoin, going to Richard Archbold. Send it to you. There's your address. And it is the same address here. 1CZ, 1K. Beautiful. So this is the address. Sending you $50 in Bitcoin. Thank goodness it's still only 12 bucks to send that. Send. Whoops. Boom. There you go. Sent to you. So sorry about that. I just decided it was probably a better idea for me to just finalize the entire giveaway and show you live that I was doing that I actually sent the Bitcoin to everybody. Everybody saw the transaction hash. You can go plug it in see for yourself. Make sure you got it. That being said, though, hope you enjoyed the technical analysis aspect of this video. Obviously, the giveaway was probably a little boring, but that's kind of life. That's happened sometimes. Just want to make sure that I get it all on YouTube for you all to see. Make sure I live up to my end of the bargain. That being said, we will see you tomorrow for likely another video. I hope that everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's killing it out there, making money. Trade safe. We'll see you on the next one.